Jungkook's ability to move had been stolen from him as soon as Vine embraced him. Her hands curled into fists around his shoulder, and Face tried to find a protective spot right between his neck and shoulder. While his past trauma didn't justify his deeds, he never killed an innocent person. All these murders were of people involved in the act. Since it was a huge betrayal, even police was involved. Why? I don't remember anything. I always wondered what my life was before getting adopted. They told me I lost my parents and my memory in a car crash. She pulled back and looked at him. Ryan, I want to believe it. Make me remember it. Make me believe it. Show me something. Anything. He wrapped his arm around her and got off the bed. She was easily hoisted up in that one strong arm. He took her to the closet and opened the drawer. It was filled from bottom to top. It was a huge drawer. There were few boxes in it. He took out one and opened it. It was filled with 100 pictures of them together. Polaroids, films, paintings. She picked up one and saw the exact same mark on her arm which she had now. In that picture, Jungkook and Hwan looked like school students. They were dressed up in uniforms belonging to different schools. Jungkook. That was when he took best marks in maths out of the whole class because we stayed up whole night and I helped you prepare for the test. He took me to treat ice cream. She picked up another photo, then another, and they never ended. There was no way they could be edited. The material of the cars, the similarities, everything was too real to believe otherwise. Then a picture came when she saw her real parents along with her adopted parents. Her father looked so happy with that traitor. He truly treated him like a friend. Vine's face morphed into pain and disgust as she torn off the picture and threw it away. Vine, you were never going to let me go. It was a lie. Where were you all these years? Why did you come now? My parents, they. The more the reality seeped into her, the more it was becoming harder for her to breathe. Jungkook, I needed to finish things. I needed to find you. Look again. We used to live in states. I didn't know where you were in this world. Ryan, how did you find me then? Jungkook held her jaw softly, yet firmly, as he stepped near her. Jungkook, I'll find you no matter where they take you. You can never escape from me, doll. She shivered, and he placed a kiss near her lips before letting her go. Vine needed some time alone, so he gave it to her. He wasn't home the whole time, giving her whole space to explore whatever she wanted and go wherever she needed to. She looked through every box, every memory, every document in his office. The time he returned home, his whole home was a mess. Everything was scattered around. His eyes shifted from the mess towards her. That was not the sight he was expecting. She stood in the kitchen, headphones plugged in, while she prepared some macaroni. The moment she turned around, he stood against the corner, with arms crossed. Wine. Try this while it's hot. He quietly took a bite, and when he loved the taste, he was quick to grab the whole plate out of her hands and dig in. Jungkook, that was the only thing you knew how to cook. You would shove this in my mouth every other day. I was almost sick of it. Wine. I read it in your book. I'm planning to do that again. Jungkook, you are staying? Wine had never seen such emotions in his eyes before. Emotions other than pain and agony. There was something different. That was hope. Wine. I don't remember anything. I don't want to. I'm scared. The pain of my parents' death, our past memories, your parents' death, it won't let me live. But I can't ignore everything that happened either. I'll stay, and I have a few conditions. Wine. I want my revenge. Your revenge. And after that, you'll stop all of this. We will go back to States. I want my home back, where my parents lived, where we lived. She walked up to him. All these days spent with him, she already had started to get close to him, and now she knew he was never going to hurt her. She held his cheeks and stood between his legs. Wyan, if you won't be fine there, that is only when we'll choose another place to live. Jungkook, do you want to do it yourself? Wyan, the only thing he ever cares about is the property, not me. You can do it your way. You lost everything, and you remembered everything. Jungkook inhaled and took her in his embrace. It was as if more than half of his sanity was gone when he received her support and understanding. Vine might not feel the love for him yet, but she knew she liked him, and she was willing to support him. Jungkook had taken his revenge. He had taken it the worst way possible. It was not just a news on the headlines this time. The whole country was shut down for 3 days there officially. Shutting a financially strong country for 3 days was a huge harm against the economy. Yet it happened. Even after 3 days, people took weeks to step out of their homes again. Jungkook thought maybe killing the villain of his life would help him, but it didn't. It only raised the insanity inside of him again. He never killed an innocent person before, but now he wanted to. He would suffer like a drug addict wanting his next dose. Wine and Jungkook left to states. The FBI was able to do nothing against them. Jungkook started taking rehabilitation sessions upon Wine's advice. She was with him through everything, every damage he suffered from, every time he screamed not being able to control himself. She was with him through everything. The first time he showed a sign of recovery was after 6 months of taking therapy daily. It was an insane amount of time to show the first positive sign. It only happened during most damaged cases, yet he started to recover. He started to move on. She was her anchor in the dark. She pulled him out of there, showed him how beautiful the world could be. She did that when she had no memory, no feeling. As he started to recover, he promised he would give her the world she deserved.